So now we have, okay, the Jinjos. I should have stayed in the winter. The Jinjos in this level, I'm going to collect in backwards order. I'm going to go through all the seasons backwards. So the first Jinjo, as we saw a few moments ago, is the one above Mumbo's hut, Mumbo's skull, Mumbo's house, Mumbo's abode, Mumbo's castle, Mumbo's hut. Well, I said Mumbo's hut. I think I was thinking of Pizza Hut whenever I said that. Trying to think of other synonyms for house or home, but it didn't work. Yeah, so here we go. This is probably, yeah, this is the blue Jinjo. It's kind of funny how all the Jinjos seem to usually correlate with, like, where they are. Since this is the blue Jinjo, ow. Since this is the blue Jinjo, naturally it's going to be in the cold place. The cold, not the cold play, not the cold plays, but the cold place. It's the one that's freezing. People don't really turn blue, though, whenever they freeze. It's more, or whenever they're freezing, it's more like a pinkish color. You turn this weird shade of pink. Shut up, Peter Pan. Back to Neverland for you! So in this level, or not this level, it's all the same level. It just seems like it's a bunch of different levels. The Jinjo is going to be on a pile of leaves, and I think it's the one. I think it's the pile of leaves next to the. Oh, there was a worm here I missed. That's nice. Not that we care. It's going to be near the flower, near Gobi's garden. I think that's actually what it's called, Gobi's garden. Do 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 do. Gobi's so funny. Whenever he says that lava world thing, the first thing I ever thought of about that, and I don't know how old I was at the time, whenever I first saw him say the lava world thing, I thought he was talking about killing himself. Like, I seriously thought that was a suicide reference, like he was going to jump into the lava and just die because he's been abused so much. That's just so weird. Which, because of all the weird innuendos and other mature things in this game, that wouldn't be out of the expectancy of. I mean, it isn't something that would be out of the ordinary, almost. There's so many things out of the ordinary in this game that it's almost not out of the ordinary to see something so out of the ordinary. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut back to the summer. This level's so relaxing. It's amazingly relaxing. I've forgotten how great this level was. I mean, like, after you know what you're doing and after you know where everything is, then it's fun. Otherwise, it's not. There's that Jinjo that's in the flower fields. The flower fields. Just like in Paper Mario. Although this is still definitely not my favorite level in the game because collecting the notes is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna enjoy collecting the notes. Not at all. I've done it once. I've collected all the notes in this level once. And that was doing it all by itself. I'm pretty sure. I didn't collect them along the way. Because there's just not a way to do that. Well, I mean there is. That would be the most efficient way to do it, but still. So, in spring, as you probably guessed, there are two Jinjos, because we collected 3 in the other 3 seasons, and so naturally by process of elimination, that would mean that the one left over would have to have both of the other Jinjos, because there are 5 Jinjos, and 4 seasons. If there were 5 seasons, then, you know, then it would be more likely balanced out, but no. Blah. There's not a random 5th season like there is that random 7th color in the rainbow. Like, who cares about indigo? Nobody does. So, let's see. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, Mumbo. Now I get to finally see the transformation in this level. And it's gonna be awesome. This transformation is awesome. It just is. Like, if you've played Banjo Tooie, then it's not gonna seem as cool, but it's awesome. Come on. Do it, Banjo. Do it. Banjo smash! And then he turns into a bee. Banjo turns into his natural-born enemy. Yeah, Mumbo's proud of his tricks right now. He should be, because now we can press A a bunch of times to fly. In Banjo-Tooie, well, this is a spoiler alert if you haven't played it. I'm just gonna but whatever. In Banjo-Tooie, if you've played Banjo-Tooie, just yeah, you have the B transformation in that game as well, but you can't, you know, in that game you can shoot like these stinging things, and in this game you can't. You can't press B to do anything special. But you can fly, so. And here's the top of the world Jiggy! The highest Jiggy in the game. I was trying to make a joke there, but I didn't think of one. So now we can pretty much go around and get most of the Mumbo's tokens. I was thinking about collecting all the Mumbo's tokens, but I don't know how many there are, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I think there are actually 9, but I don't know how many I've collected, so. Screw it. Screw attack. And they're pretty much mostly going to be in those fly trap things, which is why I decided to use the B form first, or to do the B form thing. And there's a reason that I collected the Jinjos backwards, to turn into B form. 1, to collect that Jiggy, and 2, when I leave the level. Oh wait, I haven't collected the other Jiggy or the Jinjo yet. Well, I'll do that. It won't be a problem. I was gonna collect this Mumbo's token here. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Ikam bokam, ikam bokam. We have so many Mumbo's tokens. We don't need any more. I'm just collecting them. I've said that twice. 3 times now. Don't ask. Okay, there's a life here. Yeah, I'm just gonna collect the Jiggies. If there are any more Mumbo's tokens, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Well, actually, I do want to hear it because there was one over there. I am such a hypocrite. What is wrong with me? Wow, Banjo is really fat when he's a bee. He is obese. That was the worst joke I've... No, well, now that I say that I'm gonna stop looking for Mumbo's tokens, they're appearing everywhere. It's like whenever I don't know, if someone buys a car, all of a sudden they see that car everywhere. But I don't have a car. I don't care much for driving. For some reason, the idea of driving doesn't interest me that much. I like to walk everywhere, unless it's too far away. In which case, I would rather live someplace like in the city. Although I don't know. I want to live by myself, but I don't want to live somewhere. I want to live somewhere that's not really populated, but I want to live somewhere where everything's really close together. So I don't think that's possible. Oh well. Oh, duh. The green one's up here. The green one's near the top of the level. It's where the thing is. Great description there. Green one's right here. And then the other one is in the beehive. The Zubba hive. That's really weird. Like, whenever we're as Banjo, we are a bee. And then the Zubbas are Zubbas. So, because we're a bee, we are not a Zubba. And because they're a Zubba, they're not a bee. So, is it like they're 2 different species entirely? Do they both make honey? And if that was the case, if Banjo could make honey right now, then he'd be set for life. He could just live in Clock Wood. No, I don't want to repeat that. He could just live in Clock Wood as a bee. Just make honey forever from that giant flower. Of course, that probably would not be ideal. Anyway, so we have 99 Jiggies total in the game right now, right? Let me just check to make sure, in case I'm missing anything on this file. Because I've been switching between files, so this isn't going to be entirely accurate to how much time I've played the game. Like, total, I've probably played it like... I don't even know, let me think. Probably, roughly 8 hours on the other file, maybe 7 hours on this one. It's like 15 right there, and then another file which is now deleted, because my sister wanted to play the game, and I didn't mind. It's probably at least another like 4 hours, so I played this game maybe roughly 20 hours doing this LP. Ah, that's so fun. Man, you're such a fat bee. Like, he is a sphere. He is just a sphere. How does he fly around with those tiny little wings? And in case you're wondering, there's nothing in these trees. I've checked. They are cool to kind of fly through, though. This whole level is cool. Full of great ideas. I just don't like playing it. That's the only problem. Your best note score for this world? Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I know it sucks. And here it is. Final... Oh, I didn't get the grunty switch. Duh. Oh yeah, here's another Mumbo's token, by the way, in this beehive. The beehive is broken in the winter. It's kind of sad, but it's not at the same time, because all the Zubbas moved away. Where do bees go in the wintertime? Do they just die? There's so much death in this game. Like, the bird dies if you don't feed him, and then... well, that's it, but still. Alright, so the grunty switch... I can't believe I forgot it. I'm a custom-moron. Nobody gets that reference because it's an inside joke. Well, I missed it. You saw where it was. But luckily there is a flight pad, so I'm gonna get to the flight pad. There's several flight pads, actually. One of them is, I believe one of them is in front of Mumbo's hut. House. Am I right? Yes. And another one is on that big stump that's in the water, which is the ice. In this case. So we're just gonna fly to it, wherever it went. Come on, where'd you go, Grunty Switch? Grunty's Witch? Huh, that's funny. Except it's not. I draw these puns on the board, or these visual puns on the board in one of my classes every day. I did it all year last year, so I'm probably going to do it all year this year. It's kind of fun. And I've been thinking of one that I'll do that I'm not going to spoil. It's actually 3 in a row that are all going to be the same word, except they're all going to be different puns. Well, why would I don't know. I mean, this is a public thing. This isn't school, so why am I thinking, like... I don't know why I'm thinking I'm spoiling anything. It's gonna be Light Switch. See, I'm gonna draw Light Switch one day, and it's gonna be like a switch, like a button or something that doesn't weigh very much. And then another one's gonna be Light Switch, like you see a big light bulb on a Christmas light line, and then a really, really tiny bulb in a lamp or something. And then my other idea is Light Switch, like lights and witch, and it's gonna be a witch on fire. Because, you know, burn the witch, burn! And what do we do with witches? We burn them. Now, why do witches burn? Because they're made of wood? Good! Why did I keep talking? You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get this with, yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot about getting that one with the bee, so I'm gonna get it with invincibility! Invincibility, wonderful! Invincibility is happy! Also, in case you're wondering, it is possible to jump on these buds, these budding leaves. It's just kind of difficult. Yeah, because I re-entered the level, we get to see that wonderful little animation of you dying again, falling to your death. Ugh. You know, if you think about it, it's kind of morbid that every time you play a game, you see the exact moment of a character's death. Even though most of the time in, like, Nintendo games and games like this, it's considered to be more of, like, fainting than just death. And then it's somehow, like, it's less morbid because they disappear right after they die. Although that's not the case in... there's so many things I could say right now, but they would be big spoilers for other games. Did you like that clever transition that I made just then? Yeah? Yeah? No, you probably didn't. Okay, yeah, now I can see the jiggy. I was wondering why I couldn't see it before. I thought it was blending in with the wood or something, but no. Final jiggy in the game! Now, we could ignore all the other notes if we really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go back and get them. I might not do that today, though, or tonight, I mean. I'm getting kind of tired. Even though this is so much fun, I'm going to do that in a separate recording or something and then put in the same video. Why am I bothering mentioning it? I don't know, but yeah. This level is so great, but it's tiring. Just because, yeah. So now we're going to go back and get the honeycomb pieces, because we can do that now. But what I was saying... Okay, where was the... Oh, both of them are in winter. Because... Or this game is not exactly the same as Donkey Kong 64 in the sense that you don't have to collect everything for it to qualify... Or for... Oh, I never knew you could stand on that. That's fun. That's really random and probably entirely pointless and nobody cares, but that's fun. That surprised me. Caught me off guard. But unlike Donkey Kong 64, you don't have to collect absolutely everything to get 100% out of the ending. And whoa, the colors in the background are really funky. Everything, all the white snow just turned red. Just like Sam and Max. When Santa says, "The snow will turn red from the blood of the naughty." Oh, Sam and Max is great. But like in this game, all you have to do to get the 100% ending is collect all 100 jiggies. You don't have to collect all 100 notes, you don't have to collect all the Mumbo's tokens, you don't have to do all that. Whereas in Donkey Kong 64, you have to collect all of the golden bananas, and all of the little bananas, and all the banana medals, and everything that you could possibly collect in that game. Just to get the... Well, it's 101% ending, technically, but... that's one thing I do not like Donkey Kong 64 because of that aspect. I like Donkey Kong 64, just not the fact that it's so completely strict about that sort of thing. Because it doesn't even tell you how many of everything that you've collected. So, if you lost, like... If you missed a few Mumbo's tokens in this level, and, you didn't know where they were, or even what levels they were in, and you had to go back and collect them to get a 100% ending, that's what it would be like. Except, you know, with levels that are significantly bigger than even this one.